It was in April 2025, the peak of the pandemic, where the first version of the SWGB Gold Planner came out, the Scaling with GB Gold Planner. Subsequently, when things opened up, we had the first physical version of the planner. And today, I'm happy to announce that 4 years later, we now have the 2026 edition of the Scaling with GB Gold Planner. Amazing tool. Okay, does crazy things for people who've actually been on it. I myself have not missed a single week on the planner. So let's talk about what is different and what is happening on this particular planner. So when we open it up, and as you see, a high quality, hardbound, just the top quality that we had previously, great quality paper and everything else. The first 2 pages look exactly like the last gold planner. So we had the week, and the week that you start out, and I normally recommend that you start out on a Sunday night. So which is planning the week from Monday through the next weekend. So you start by writing out the date, you start by writing out 2 short-term goals, 6 medium-term goals, 6 long-term goals, and 2 legacy goals, just like you did previously. You have the actions. So every goal must have an action, otherwise it's just a dream. So you have the action section, which you'll write down over here, 2 STAs, 4 medium-term actions, 2 long-term actions, and 2 legacy actions. Over here, the 5 most important events for the week. Okay, so you are going to put those down as well. And of course, you have the review section, which you do before you start the next week. But what is different in the 2026 edition? It's actually this one, and I love it. So in our last bootcamp, we spoke about a concept called selling, S-E-L-L-I-N-G. And I don't mean selling products, but it was about doing certain routines in your daily. It's about doing certain things in your daily routine. Right? So what does it stand for? The S is for silence. So assuming it's a Monday morning, did you wake up in silence 20 minutes without your mobile phone and your tablet or your computer? Game changer. If you did it, you tick mark. If you didn't do it on a Tuesday, maybe it's a cross. So entire week, you will be able to track it, and this has to be done on a daily basis. Exercise. Okay, we all know how important that is. Again, if you've exercised, you tick mark. If you have learned something or you intend to learn something new, okay, and at the end of the day you have, again, it's a tick mark or a cross. Massive action. Okay, Grant Cardone would always say it's about massive action. Massive action gives you massive results. So have you listed out the massive action that you will take today? If that's happening, you put a tick mark. Visualization and imagining your perfect day. So if you imagine what your perfect day would look like, do your visualization, do your affirmation. If you're doing that, trust me, it will be a game changer for you. Again, tick mark or not, it's for you to decide. No negativity, no excuses. All right, we can't have our mind bogged down by negativity and excuses. So in case you release those negative thoughts and are going to go through a day without those negative thoughts, again, you put a tick mark. And of course, what would life be without gratitude? So have you found that one person that you will be thanking today? So if you've done that, again, a tick mark. So while this is actually being done on a weekly basis, this is actually being done on a daily basis. Okay, this planner doesn't leave you anymore. It doesn't stay with you just week on week. It has to be with you every day. What else do we have? So then we have the weekly planner. So of course, you'll have important events that might happen on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And of course, when you are planning out your week ahead, it's a great idea to put those down over here. As they're happening, you can keep ticking them off, and you have priorities. You put down some priorities. If there's some reminders or certain events that are important for next week, you can put that out in there as well. So this tool, it was already priceless. Now it's like priceless into 10x, right? If you haven't already ordered your gold planner, you should go ahead and do that now.